What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to a new video, and today I'm going to be comparing 3 pets, and one of them is new. We got it from the cooking event, but the 3 pets I'm going to be comparing is going to be the Sunnyside chicken, the bald eagle, and blood kiwi. And as you guys know, all 3 of them help you hatch eggs even faster, but I think today I'm going to try to figure out what's the best combination for all 3, because right now for pets I have the koi and seal to help me get more eggs, and pretty much they help you save eggs in the long run. But the problem is when I'm hatching eggs, it takes so long. So with the blood kiwi, the bald eagle, and Sunnyside chicken, they can help me hatch it even faster. But before I give you guys some information, I'm gonna tell you guys the passive abilities on them. Okay, the first one and the newest one is gonna be the Sunnyside chicken, and the passive ability on this is pretty good, but there is one thing about it. The passive is called Better Accelerator. It increases egg hatch speed by 20%, and it does not stack, so you can't use multiple. And yeah, I made that big mistake of getting a bunch of them from the event. Like right now, I think I have about 10 of them. I feel like most likely I'm gonna keep 4 of them and sell the rest because I have no space. But I think everybody should have at least one Sunnyside chicken. You'll see later. And for the next pet, we have the bald eagle. And to get this pet, you had to be there during the 4th of July event. So yeah, as of right now, it's a limited time pet, but you can definitely find one by trading. But now for the passive ability, Wings of Freedom. Every 7 minutes takes flight and spreads its wings. All eggs that advance their hatch time by 70 seconds. And there's also a 70% chance for the time at advance to be multiplied by 2. And this pet is really good when you're trying to hatch more than 4 eggs at a time. And now for the last one, the blood kiwi. The blood kiwi could do the crimson cradle. Let's say for example you have 8 eggs, right? The blood kiwi is going to go to the one with the highest hatch time, and when it finds that egg, it's going to reduce the hatch time by 45 seconds every 60 seconds, and also it'll increase its hatch speed by 20%. So using the blood kiwi is pretty good, especially if you have less than 4 eggs. If you have less than 4 eggs and 8 blood kiwis, I promise you it'll finish it really fast. Before I continue, remember the Sunnyside chicken does not stack with each other, so basically you only can have one of them at a time. Now for this comparison, I'm going to assume all 3 pets are level 1. To do the first test, we're going to be using 1 egg, and basically it's going to take 4 hours for this egg to hatch. If you were to use 1 Sunnyside chicken only, it will take 3 hours and 20 minutes. And of course, that's an estimate, so yeah, 1 Sunnyside chicken is not that great. And the main reason why I'm using 1 and not 8 because they don't stack with each other. Now, if you were to use 8 blood kiwis instead, it would take 23 minutes. And as you can see, with 1 egg, the blood kiwi really goes off. So doing 1 egg at a time is really not that bad, especially if your blood kiwis are high level. But let's say for example, you have 8 bald eagles on 1 egg, it will take about 2 hours for it to hatch. But now that I think about it, it's really not that bad. And of course, for this one, the blood kiwi is going to win every single time. And most likely, you're probably asking, what about 8 eggs? Because I feel like by now, people have more than 5 egg slots. If I were you, I would try to get the max egg slots, the max pet slots, and max inventory, because they help you a lot, especially during events. And now for the first one, the Sunnyside chicken. And like I said before, you cannot stack these pets together. So having only 1 Sunnyside chicken is not worth using at all. You know what? It's not that bad actually. If you were to use 1 Sunnyside chicken with 8 eggs, and each egg took 4 hours to hatch, all your eggs would be done in 3 hours and 20 minutes. Obviously, it's not practical, but it is an option. And now for the second one, the bald eagle. And of course, when you have a bunch of eggs, the bald eagle is really good, because with the passive, it does affect all eggs at the same time. So with 8 eggs, it'll take you also 2 hours, which is really not that terrible. It does save you a lot of time, but definitely a good option if you only have bald eagles. And now for the next one, the blood kiwi, and this one could be a little bit tricky. So with 8 blood kiwis, I think it took me 2 hours and 40 minutes to hatch 8 eggs. And as you can see, this timer is definitely way higher than the bald eagle, but still saving over 1 hour on eggs is pretty good. But I think now we have to talk about combinations, because we have the Sunnyside chicken, the bald eagle, and blood kiwi. We could definitely find a combination with these 3. And the one I'm gonna go with is this. I'm gonna be using 1 Sunnyside chicken, 3 bald eagles, and 4 blood kiwis, because I think it's gonna give us the fastest hatch time in the game. And you're probably asking why this setup, right? So keep in mind, we can only use 1 Sunnyside chicken, and this chicken applies a 20% boost to all the eggs right from the start. So this affects all eggs, and it gives them a significant speed boost to the overall process. And that's why I think this pet is really good and necessary to use. And to be honest, now I can see why we're not allowed to use 8 of them, because if we had 8 Sunnyside chickens, they'd make the bald eagle and blood kiwi look so much weaker. But now what about bald eagles? Why 3? With 3 bald eagles, you maximize the chance of triggering the double effect. And if you were to trigger that pretty often, it'll help you speed up the process by a lot. And yeah, this gives a good boost in time reduction across all eggs. And the bald eagles make sure the timers are going down altogether. But yeah, of course, the more bald eagles you have, the better. If you can make that passive more frequent, yeah, the eggs are going to be done in no time. But on the other hand, having some blood kiwis could help a lot too, because in my combination, I'm going to be using 4 blood kiwis if you guys remember. And keep in mind too, the blood kiwis are going to target the eggs with the highest remaining hatch time. So while the bald eagle's passive ability is on cooldown, cooldown, the kiwis are actually lowering a bunch of the eggs, because the blood kiwi's passive abilities triggers every single minute and lowers the timer by 45 seconds. And yes, we know the blood kiwi's weight does matter for this passive. So imagine if your blood kiwi was a level 70, it'd make a massive difference. Even if your bald eagle was also level 70, it'd make a big difference too. And another thing too, it does increase the hatch speed by 20%. So having all three is going to be a really good idea. But if you don't have blood kiwis, you could definitely use 7 bald eagles and 1 Sunnyside chicken. I'm pretty sure with that combination too, the timer's going to go down really fast. But having blood kiwis while the timer's going down is so nice. But having 7 blood kiwis and 1 Sunnyside chicken is not that good. If the blood kiwis affected all the eggs, it'd be pretty overpowered. But they only affect the one with the highest hatch time, so it's 1 at a time. But having 7 blood kiwis is definitely way better than having no pets. But I would trade 4 blood kiwis for 4 bald eagles or 3 bald eagles. Having 4 bald eagles, 3 blood kiwis, and 1 Sunnyside chicken is pretty good too. But I think long term 3 bald eagles is good enough. And you know what's even funny too? I've seen people selling bald eagles and blood kiwis for shekels. But it is a lot of shekels. I think it was 70 or 100 trillion shekels. So yeah, that could be a lot of money, but I think it's still worth it. And in combination with the koi and seals, oh my, you're gonna have so many eggs. I'm gonna be honest, during the Zen event, I wish I had the seals. I was actually thinking during the Zen event to get 1,000 Zen eggs. But I was like, there is no way, I'm not gonna have enough time to hatch them. But it turns out now with the Sunnyside chicken, bald eagles, and blood kiwis, you can hatch so many of them. And with the koi and seal, you can save a bunch of them too. I'm pretty sure at the moment I have only like 300 Zen eggs, maybe even 400. But if I wanted to on 2 accounts, I definitely could have got over 1,000. But you know what? It's fine. We do have like 300, 400. So with the seal and koi, we could definitely make it like 700 instead, because those two save a lot of eggs. And with the bald eagle, blood kiwi, and Sunnyside chicken, we could definitely save a lot of time when hatching them. But I feel like now I gotta go trade for some more bald eagles from my other accounts, because my other accounts also have night eggs as well. And I have like 200, 300 night eggs, so yeah, it's gonna take some time as well. And if I hatch all of my night eggs, I could get another raccoon. And if I get more raccoons, I could definitely trade for some more stuff. Yeah, as you can see, I got a lot of eggs on all the events. I think for this event, I'm gonna take advantage of it and get a lot of gourmet eggs, because at the moment we do have the cooking event. I feel like in the future, if you see this video, it's not gonna be there anymore, and most likely it's gonna be a whole different event. So definitely take advantage of this and try to get more eggs as possible. But I got a feeling in the future we're gonna get another pet just like these 3, because I believe the blood kiwi came out like 4 months ago. Oh, and that's right, before I forget, you could mutate your pets. Imagine if you got a rainbow bald eagle or rainbow blood kiwi, and on top of that they were both level 70. Oh, that'll make a big difference. Actually, I just remembered I should go level them up, because with the pancake stack and cappies, you could definitely level them up really fast. And I'm pretty sure I have over 100 lollipops, so yeah, definitely gonna use that right now. But I think for the most part, that's all I got for today. Make sure you guys get all the pets you need, and yeah, if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.